Hello there, I'm Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. Thank you for joining me, where today we're going to be talking a little bit about your silent auction. Specifically, I say that because usually baskets are sold in the silent auction, and I want to talk about why it's a good idea to wrap your baskets with clear acrylic wrap. And there's two types here too before I get too far into it. There are advantages to wrapping it, period, and then there's a couple of additional advantages when you're shrink wrapping it. But at this point, I'm just happy if you wrap them in plastic. So I'm not even going to get too down that path as far as the shrink wrapping part, but just as long as you put them in some sort of clear acrylic bag. If you're a small event, you can be a little more loosey-goosey in how you do your baskets, but the larger you become, or if you're a nonprofit and you've got people attending that event that you don't necessarily know, that's where you need to start shaping up and making sure that those baskets are wrapped, because starting out here with tip number one, nothing falls out. Let's face it, when you're going to go get these items, right, maybe the basket is coming from a donor at a place of a business, and it's going into a car, and then from the car it's being moved into the school, and it sits in one place for another while before it gets moved into the auction room, and then from the auction room maybe it goes to the gymnasium. A lot can happen in that transportation. Things can tip over, things can fall out. You can lose things, you can break things. If it's all wrapped up in a bag, as you can see this is, and again, it's not shrunk, this isn't shrink wrapped, this is just pretty much a plastic bag tied with a bow at the top, you're going to prevent that from happening. Number two, there's no swapping. So here we have a beautiful basket. It's entirely open. For those of you listening to the podcast here, you'll just have to imagine this as I describe it.